What it do? What's good? What's good with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. There you go talking that boxing again. Yeah, and y'all already know what it is today. We gonna cook. As you come in the building, punch on that like button, and then let me know you in the building. Hop in the comment section. As you come in the building, hit the like button and jump in that comment section. We finna cook today. DP Rocker, what's happening with it? You keep getting timed out. All right. Let me like I said, let me get on Facebook and then I'll get you one. For sure. I mean, not on Facebook, on Instagram, my bad. I mean, goddamn, YouTube. Let me get it together today. Like I said, y'all hit the like button as you come in building. Salute to you, DP Rocker. Yes, sir. Big money, big step. What's happening with it?
Yes, sir. What's going down, brother?
Oh, man, ready to cook today. Ready to cook.
Yes, sir. You know it.
Yes, sir. Man, how you feeling today?
No, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I can't complain at all. Last trying to earn every penny.
Yes, sir. You got that homework and shit out the way?
Yeah, I'm straight into Monday. You know, I'll be back on a motherfucking time schedule, trying to rush it all in. They can't never sit down. We got time to try to do it. Wait till the last minute as usual.
Right. Soldier of God, what's happening with it? Big Money, Texas, Toledo off in the building. What's happening with it, homie? Marcus Hayes, what's happening with it? Dwayne Freeman, what's good with it?
What's going down with it, famos? Big Money, Texas, what's going down? Marcus Hayes, my brother. DP Rocker. Soldier of God. Dwayne Freeman.
Yes, sir. And I see they got the little press conference for Chris Colbert coming up with King Tug. You know what I'm saying, man? F him and that press conference for real. That's how I'm feeling. Real talk. I hope King Tug go out there and put him out of his misery.
Like I said in my video, I still want his ass to win. I ain't gonna want.
I don't. For real, I don't.
At the end of the day, people gonna get on his ass, but I ain't gonna be like, yeah, I want to see his ass get his ass knocked out.
No, hey, money. No cuss words right now.
Did I say something?
Yeah, well, I mean, not really, but I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But man, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at that little clock, you know what I'm saying, before I really get to start cooking.
No, that's so.
Because me, you know, when I get to cooking, I ain't finna, you know, I'm not finna censor nothing. Go ahead, you know, give it a little bit more time. Juan Ramos, what's happening with it? Mike Ryan, what's good with it? Marcus Hayes, Dwayne Freeman, what it do? Yeah, man.
Man, see they free Bill Cosby. They dropped all the charges on him.
Yeah, I seen that. But now they see what they did, because you know what Bill Cosby was finna do before they locked him up, right?
Yeah, about was it NBC or CBS? It was one of them.
Yeah, he went about to buy one of those big networks, right?
Yeah, you know,
all of a sudden, bam, all these allegations come out, right? But now that his health is messed up, you know what I'm saying? He's not able to buy one of the big networks no more because of all of the allegations. Now, okay, well, now you can get out. Nah.
Yeah, I'm just telling my little brother. I'm like, look here, bro. They know, Ricky, it's NBC. They understand NBC, right? Because they're going to control that narrative. They know what it is, bro. They want to control the narrative in America. And NBC is a big platform that controls the narrative in America. If you got NBC, you got all the news channels on NBC. You know, that's a worldwide network. That's a free network channel. So, you know, that you control the narrative with that. And it touches so many countries already. Ain't no way they're gonna let Bill Cosby control that narrative, bro. It just ain't gonna happen.
Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Not at all, bro. And salute to my brother Smooth Groove Boxing back in the building. Always coming through showing love. He says, I'm back. Been working those crazy hours. Miss you, boys. Money. He says, love you, my dudes. Man, much love, man. And we appreciate you always coming through, showing love and support. Smooth Groove. Oh, yeah. We finna cook today, y'all. Y'all brace yourself today. And don't hold nothing back in the comment section. Dwayne Freeman said Gary Russell Jr. didn't want the fight. What fight? He said, my bad, Gary Russell Sr. didn't want to fight. What fight? What fight is we talking about, Dwayne? What fight we talking about?
He's talking about the Haney fight. He said ETB a little upset that my cousin didn't go through with the fight with Devin Haney.
Well, I missed it. I didn't see that. I didn't see that initial comment. Where you see that at? Let me see. Oh, okay, I see it. Why? I mean, like Gary Russell, my dude. Like, I mess with Gary Russell heavy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Always been one of my favorite fighters. But at this point in time, you can't be turning down no fights. Like, you know what I'm saying? The camp, the team, you know what I'm saying? They can't be turning down no fights.
Nope.
Like, real talk, my nigga. Like, you can't turn down no fights right now. If it's well, let me fix that. You can't turn down no fights that have a big name. Gary Russell said he'll fight anybody from 126 to 135. So if Devin Haney's name is on the table and is actually real, you got to go get that smoke. Y'all can't turn that down. So if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? I ain't liking that, man. I ain't liking that. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, I don't know, but because I know that if Gary Russell say he want to fight Devin Haney, I believe Gary Russell. I believe Gary Russell want all the smoke. Gary Russell a real man. That's what people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? He a real dude, and if he say something, he means it. So when I hear Gary Russell come out here saying that he wants the smoke, I know that he really want that smoke. You know. Man, but if Gary Russell's team didn't want that fight, I don't know, man. I ain't liking that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. You saying it was his pops, but like I'm saying, that's a part of his team. That's why I say team. If Gary Russell, team didn't like it or didn't want that fight for him, I think that Gary Russell should have overstepped that if he could, like, nah, I need that because he needs those type of fights. It ain't like that Gary Russell is 22, 23 years old and got time to be wasting. He really don't. And y'all hit my like button. Smash on the like button. It don't cost nothing. Smash on the like button. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't hit the like button yet, smash on the like button. Ricky Williams say, man, Gary Russell doing bad business. He too prominent to not be getting marquee names. Man, telling you. He'll talk, man. Quit being a hater and sitting in the background and hit that like button. Mike Ron, what's happening with it? He says, and why is he still at 126? Should have been moved up to get big fights. Well, I mean, he was out there putting his name out there, seeing what fights he could get at 126 through 135. But really, you know what I'm saying? Really, dog, the only one that was answering the call was Devin Haney. None of them other boys was answering the call. Devin Haney was really the only name that was even, like, okay, we will fight Gary Russell. And I can't really talk about what they negotiations was because that's between them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened between that and why it didn't go through. Let me see. Beastrumentals, he says it broke on BFTB channel. His pop said they're not interested. Why though? Why? You can't come out and say all of that stuff and then say that you're not interested. Like, I pretty much thought that Gary Russell controlled that, had to say so on who he want to fight or who he don't want to fight. I don't know, man. I don't know. PLG Ski say Mr. Russell being ducked because Loma wasn't eager to fight Gary again after stealing a W, but he want Lopez. Shaking my head. I ain't finna say, that Lomo still, we talking about other fighters right now. You dig what I'm saying? 817 boxing in the building. Salute. We talking about Gary Russell and Devin Haney. Like, that Lomachenko fight is so far off the board right now. Like, that's not even a conversation right now. You got the thing with, PBC. They're not even doing, they're not going the extra mile to get Gary Russell fights on their own platform. So you think they finna go move a fucking toe to try to get Gary Russell a fight on Top Rank? Nah.
Nobody, we ain't been heard no clamoring for Lomachenko and Gary Russell. They ain't even
right. But man, Dwayne Freeman said Gary not going against his father. Well, that is his father. That's his pops. He got respect for his father. Honor thy father and mother. So I can't really say too much on that. But I think that's a fight that Gary Russell, he pretty much that would do wonders for him at this stage in his career right now. But man, what you think about that, Money?
Yeah, that's the fight for him. That's the fight for him. Like, you gotta right now with Devin being what he just did with the Norris and things of that nature. You've been trying to get a big name out there and things like that. Like, bro, you got to. You get, like, that's when you sit down with the team and you tell Pops, we got to go for this one, Pops. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all already been in talks for it. Like, the stage is set, is built. So once you say Gary Russell and Devin Haney set up, we all them feelings that we had when the end that was on fight, when they was for the fight, all that come rushing right back. And people go pay to see it. So that's one, Gary should have, you got to put the foot down on that one. Yeah, you listen to Pops and things of that nature, but you're looking for that big fight, bro. And that's a big fight that you need. That's the big fight that you've been looking for on the stage where you got these young kings out here that's coming and things like that. So you got to get that fight, bro. You can't let that pass you by. You can't let that one pass you by, bro. You know what I mean? Now, what weight it was going to be at, like, what was the stipulations behind it? Do we know everything? We don't know everything. So we just can't say Big G turned it down and that happened. But, we don't know all the factors behind it. But at the end of the day, that's one you have to make happen, bro. You have to make happen, especially with the Ray Vargas fight. I don't even know what happened with the Ray Vargas fight. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know, man. That's what I mean. My brother A17. You see what's going down, bro? That's what I mean. Like, you can't sit and chase. You gotta take. You feel me? Otherwise, you'll be sick. Look at Gary. Look what we're saying about Gary. Look how much of Gary's career he lost trying to get these big fights. You see what I'm saying? You got to make your own lane some way, somehow, bro. You have to. And Devin Haney was one of them fights that can help you set yourself apart if you can win. And you'll be making your own lane, dog. You have to, bro. You have to. You have to. Boxing and come and goes, dog. I'm telling you. You look up, you're going to have them young killers coming up saying, okay, we'll fight you. You know what I mean? And you're going to have that one special kid that's going to be there and that can whoop everybody. And you might get in that ring with him and he might make his name off of you. So at the end of the day, bro, you got to push and take what's there. You know what I mean? You got to push and take what's there. Scott A, what's going down, big bro? How you feeling, champ?
Yes, sir.
Brown, yeah, it's Monty Brown. What's going down, man?
Yes, sir. Scotty, what's happening with it? Everybody, as you come through the building, do me two favors. One is hit my like button if you ain't hit the like button yet. And two, go to World Combat Sports, and make sure that you sub to his channel. And Scotty, man, that was a great interview that you put up that you did a while back with Joey. With Joey, that's Deontay Wilder's strength and conditioning coach. Hell of an interview, Scotty. Hell of it. And if y'all missing out, I'm telling you, go subscribe to World Combat Sports. Y'all missing out on a lot of inside stuff. If you haven't subbed to World Combat Sports yet.
Y'all better get out the matrix and fuck with the real.
My man, Todd Swindle off in the building, coming straight from that ATL. What's happening with it? Hanky Stanky 420 OG, what's happening with it? Let me see who else I missed. Omega Red, what's good with it, Big Omega? And my man John Kramer off in the building. What's happening with it?
John, going down, fam.
Mont, what's happening with it? Mont says, man, this is a treat. I didn't know Money Brown and you rock together. Yeah, man, that's my brother.
Man.
But yeah, man, I just hate to hear stuff like that for Gary Russell, dog. Macadon 1, what's happening with it? I hate to hear stuff like that because, like I said, man, I rock with, and forget all that, the inside of the ring. I rock with Gary Russell, just how he carry himself as a man, bro. When you hear Gary Russell talk, man, you can just, a real one when you hear it. You feel me? You know a real one when you hear it. He says, I subbed to both of y'all within the last month. Okay, welcome in the building, Month.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Wayne Freeman said he just subscribed to World Combat Sports. Oh yeah, World Combat, a real one for sure.
Hey, we should have
this stuff.
We should have like 30 people saying they just subscribed to World Combat, bro.
Right. Everybody in this business, everybody that's watching right now should be coming through saying, I just subscribed to World Combat Sports.
Like, we're not just talking to be talking, family. That's the truth right there. We talking about the truth in the field and on this YouTube situation. He ain't just behind the computer, dog. He ain't just behind the computer, bro.
So DVH, we appreciate that, but Money Brown don't just keep it real on Mexican fighters. Over here, me and Money Brown, we keep it real on boxing and fighters, period. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's what it is. You dig what I'm saying? Period. World Combat, drop the link in the chat so they can sub to you. Drop the link in the chat, World Combat. You know what I'm saying? This is boxing, man. At the end of the day, what people get twisted is it's boxing, and we all boxing fans at the end of the day. So if a fighter can fight, he can fight. Period. Yes, sir. But man, this dude, man, this clown ass dude, Chris Colbert, bro. This clown ass nigga, dog, man. This nigga need to go somewhere, my nigga, and never come back out. So, Shocky Foster got on his head, man. Let me read you.
Oh, what Shock say?
What my man Shocky Foster said, man. Hold on, man. I'm pulling it up right now. So my man Tay Jones, right? Tay Jones had he had commented, right?
Hold on, Keith. That's funny. My talk, Money Brown is my main entertainment. I get videos for the whole day.
Well, who said this?
Hey, that's just funny you say that. My man Mont, M-I-N-T. Hey, I'll be dropping on him, Mont.
Yeah, Money be working, man.
Oh man. But I appreciate that, Mont. But go ahead, keep my bad, bro. That just funny to me, dog.
Right. So
much love, Ricky Williams, bro. Much love to everybody that's going over there to rock out with Scotty, man. That's real. Like that ain't none of that fake shit.
We ain't finna send you to no bullshit ass channel. You dig what I'm saying? Scotty be over there putting in work in the field. And you see, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the field, and you gotta respect that, because what he do in the field, that shit ain't easy, bro. People think that shit because all you see is the video when the video and the interviews come out. That shit ain't easy at all. For real. Some of them dudes you want to slap off in their mouth because how they be acting, you know what I'm saying? They act like they shit don't stink. And yeah, you know, so you got to respect it, man. Mm-hmm. But So O'Shaquie Foster, he got at Chris Colbert, right? So how it popped off is Tay Jones, he had basically he had commented and he was like, Colbert don't want no smoke with O'Shaquie Foster though, right?
Uh-huh.
And he don't, right? So O'Shaquie Foster, he popped up and he like, man, Chris Colbert know I'm a real one, Tay. He says, plus, I don't like the shit that he said about Deontay Wilder. He says, if Colbert want that work, it ain't hard to find me. He said, and I'll stop that little dude for sure.
Uh-huh.
You dig what I'm saying? So so O'Shaquie Foster has called out Colbert, and he said he don't like the shit that he's saying about Deontay Wilder, right? And he said he gonna stop his ass, and I think he will. Like I said, man, Chris Colbert is a whole clown. He got what he looking for. You know what I'm saying? With nobody talking about no Chris Colbert, dog. Who was talking about Chris Colbert?
Let me stop you, Keith. One Mike 14. Listen, it's not about him having his own opinion, bro. He can have his own opinion. Nobody, like I just said in the video, nobody is mad that you can pick Fury to beat Wilder. You can pick Pacquiao to beat Spence. It ain't that you pick him, it's how you say it and how you deliver it, bro. You understand what I'm saying? It's the deliverance from it where you can see it's not coming from just a boxing standpoint. It's coming from somewhere else, bro. It's coming from somewhere. You can like, oh yeah, I get Wilder a shot, but I feel like Fury the better fighter. When you talking about, oh, he's a sucker and he did that and all that shit, you get the disrespect and the encourage and things of that nature. That's when it comes something different. You feel me? Nobody's saying nobody can't pick who they want to win the fight. Nobody is not saying none of that shit because he picked these dudes. It's the deliverance of how he put it and the way he's saying the shit. You know what I mean? And man, we know the difference between that and when some motherfucker got some hatred for somebody, dog. Come on now. Big Drew, what's going down, fam?
But like I said yesterday, he talking all that tough shit, right? Talking about Wilder sucker and all of that shit. What he had in his drink? What they put Hennessy in there? Because if they put Hennessy, the bottle would have been brown. The nigga, he just sound like a pure fucking idiot, dog. You know what I'm saying? A pure idiot. And I ain't gonna lie, I rocked with Chris Colbert. You know what I'm saying? He should have just kept his mouth closed. I rocked with Chris Colbert. I liked him as a fighter. You know, he not that exciting, but he's slick. He a slick fighter. And salute to my man Munt in the building in that super chat showing love. He say, crazy how I sub to all three of y'all and y'all all here. He says, thanks for the content and the entertainment. Y'all boys keep grinding, man. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. And we will keep grinding. For real, the grind do not stop. And salute to my man, Big Drew Titan off in the building. What's happening with it? Drew Titan, July the 24th, Drew Titan. July the 24th. That's all I gotta say. But dude is a straight clown. You know what I'm saying? He acts like he is a fighter, but act like he don't know the history of boxing at all. If you hear him talk, it's impossible to get cheated or to cheat in boxing. He act like he don't know no boxing at all. Outside of the ring and what goes on in the sport of boxing. If you hear him talk, he sounds like a complete idiot. Then he had the nerve enough to say that, he talked on Errol Spence and Pacquiao talking about he picking Pacquiao to beat Spence. It seemed like this nigga just saying he just saying all type of shit just to get a reaction. You know what I'm saying? To get a reaction from a fan base that's not gonna pay attention to him at all.
Like I said, he gonna get a lot of fake love. That's why I say you do that shit. If it's genuine, it's gonna be real love. But you get a lot of fake love. As soon as you say the wrong thing, they gonna turn on your motherfucker.
You know, I get the screenshot shit, right? This is what he do it for. Watch, hold on. This is what he do it for, right here. Now, if y'all can see, hold on. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can see it, but we can't
read hold on. Let me take this this chat down, and I'm gonna get to y'all super chats right after this. Hold on. Now can you see it better?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think Chris Colbert just hold on. No, it's a little blurry.
Okay, so basically, what it is, it's a a white fan, and he posts. He says, "I think Chris Colbert just became my new favorite super featherweight."
Mm-hmm.
The interim WBA title is just sent to Deontay Wilder to the Hades. I don't even know what that is, right? Just sent Deontay Wilder to the Hades. I don't even know what that is, right? It says with his latest rant, completely destroying the Bond bomber and his excuses and allegations. So basically, this the type of shit that he wants to see, right? Chris Colbert just became my new from a fan base that's not gonna give a shit about him. Right? Probably ain't gonna watch his fights. Ain't gonna, after this shit go away, they ain't gonna never say shit else about no Chris Colbert. But if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know.
Right.
Just unnecessary cooning and shit. Like Money said, it's not that he said, that he's rooting for. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. First of all, why are you rooting for another country, man, in the first place, right? That's one thing with me. But he took it further when he started calling that man out of his name and started basically saying that, oh, he's just fucking delusional. How can his water be tainted? Ain't no such thing in boxing. What they put in there, Hennessy? What they tainted with Hennessy? He just sound like a complete fucking idiot. Dumb as hell. And y'all go subscribe to my brother Drew Titan. Make sure that y'all go sub to Drew Titan also. Make sure that y'all go sub to him. He out there putting in work. Let me see what else I missed. Ricky Williams off in that super chat. Appreciate you. He says, I can't stand that ish. He says, bro, these dudes stay off cold like we don't know what hate look like. He says, we his fan base, he lost one fan in me. I don't fuck with him no more. Straight up. Like I said, I mean, when a person open their mouth and you see what type of dude they really is, then you have a chance to, see what type of character they have. Now I had that chance. I don't fuck with him. And like I said, I hope King Tug go out there and beat the shit out of him. I ain't gonna lie. Money still rooting for him to win, but I ain't. And Smooth Groove Boxing off in that super chat once again, my brother. He says, one more 14. He said, one more 14, you are a hoe. Just my opinion. I didn't even see dude coming. He also Beaster Mental says he was misinformed. He didn't have none of the facts. Well, I don't know how when it's been all over the internet. You tell me he ain't not one time seen Tyson Fury's gloves, right? Or you telling me he not in his whole career as a kid and now as a grown man being involved in boxing, he ain't never heard of nobody's water being tainted or cheating going on in boxing. How old is Chris Colbert? 24?
Yeah, like, somewhere around there, yeah.
He like 24 years old. So you telling me in his whole 24 years, he ain't never heard of cheating going on in boxing. So, like I said, if that is the case, well, he is just misinformed. If Chris Colbert just stays in the gym, he don't know nothing about nothing that's going on in boxing. He doesn't have no information or no education on the history of boxing. Well, okay, that may be the fact. But if that ain't the case, he just a fucking idiot. Straight up. Leon Robinson says, Colbert riding with Fury because he don't like Wilder's character, but he riding with a known and proven cheat in Fury. Yeah, it don't make no sense, right? So you don't like Wilder's character, but you riding with a known cheat, but you like his character. And hey man, Tyson Fury, I'm going for Tyson Fury, man. He just, man, get your goofy ass for real, man. But you, like I said, man, my daddy told me don't never trust a nigga with pink hair. Smooth Groove Boxing says, y'all know what I was saying. He said, PLG Ski says, facts just showed his low IQ. Yeah, man, idiot. Daryl Delos, what's happening with it? Trick Boxing. Let me see. But yeah, man, what else you got on that, Money? And cook on the stuff that he was saying about Errol Spence. Todd Swindle says young pup got to learn the hard way. Yep.
Yeah.
Cassandra Mason, the queen in the building. What's good with it, Cassandra?
Cassandra, queen.
254 done in the building. Let me see who Nick Silvio. What's happening with it? Let me see who else I missed. Wayne Jr. What's good? MZ Talk Boxing. What's happening with it? Harry Jones Jr. What's good? Bumpy Thompson off in the building. Salute, brother. Dead Game Boxing. What's happening with it?
Now, say you want King Tug right now.
Man, I want King Tug to beat the shit out that boy. And I'm telling you, that's going to be a very hard fight for Chris Colbert because Chris Colbert ain't got no power. And Chris Colbert, he ain't on no Gary Russell level, dog. He not on Gary Russell's level. So that's going to be a very hard fight for Chris Colbert. And you're going to probably see a very boring fight if he can make it that way. If Chris Colbert could just, basically be slick and move around the ring and jab and pop shot here and there, he might could, edge out a decision, but it's going to be a boring fight. I'm telling you, don't sleep on King Tug. But we don't know how good a shape King Tug is in because of the fact he had to take this fight on very short notice. When is the fight?
Saturday.
Is this weekend?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. What else is going down this weekend? That's it?
I have to see. What's that, the third?
Yep.
I just know that fight. I gotta look and see what else crack a lacking.
Tyson the Power Nose, the Powder Nose. He says Tyson the Power Nose, cheating bum, ass coward Fury. Dang. That's his name. He said
I gotta take this call.
Okay. Mr. Mechanical, what's happening with it? Louis G, what's good with it? Jerome Hall, what's happening with it? Man, I didn't even know, y'all, real talk. I didn't know that fight was this weekend. I was thinking it was later on this month. Like I said, King Tug Numbayar, he can fight. And he gave Gary Russell a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? Gary Russell won clearly, but King Tug gave Gary Russell a hard fight. Let me see when the last time King Tug been in the ring. Maybe Chris Colbert is saying all of this outrageous shit because he does have a fight coming up. But y'all a lot like Money and a lot of y'all telling me that Chris Colbert been talking crazy about Wilder for a while now. But I just never caught wind of it. Louis G, like I said, they said that Chris Colbert been talking crazy like that for a while. I just never seen it. Let me see when the last time King Tug fought. Let me see right now. So King Tug is 12-1. His only losses to Gary Russell. He got 9 KOs. I think King Tug was a silver medalist. He was an Olympic silver medalist also too. I think he was. And let me see. He last fought in September. So he was in the ring in September. King Tug can fight. Maccabee Chirac, salute to you. 254 Dunn says, I think Chris Colbert hating on Wilder to just get his name out there. Well, shit, he gonna get his name out there the wrong way because the fan base that he's gaining off of this, they don't give a damn about no Chris Colbert. First of all, Chris Colbert is not an exciting enough fighter to gain fan base and to keep him off of saying some shit like this. Them dudes that's saying, oh, Chris Colbert is now my new favorite fighter at featherweight. They don't give a fuck about him. They ain't finna, if he's ever on pay-per-view, which I doubt he will be, they ain't never finna pay to see him fight. They probably ain't gonna watch his fights. Like I said, he's not an exciting fighter like that to gain a fan base and to keep them. Like I said, man. Drew Tice says these short notice fights be the most difficult sometimes. Yeah, and you're right, Drew. That's why I said that, man. We don't know how good a shape that King Tug is going to come in the ring in because he hasn't fought. You know, he ain't fought since September, and then he's taking this fight on short notice. And another thing, Drew, is that King Tug he's real big for the weight division. He's a big dude for 126. The dude is almost 5'8", fighting at 126, and he's not no skinny ass dude neither. You know what I'm saying? He's very big for the weight division. So I'm pretty sure it's real hard for him to cut that weight, you know, and then having to cut the weight on short notice. So we don't know, you know, what type of condition he's going to come in. Let me see. Drew Tice says Chris Colbert. He said Chris Cole dirt. He says damn sure ran in the locker room to meet Deontay Wilder though. He did, man. If you got footage of that, I want to see that. Yeah, man. These dudes, I'm telling you, man, these dudes be talking slick in a safe place.
Right.
Go ahead, Money.
Yeah, but the situation is right. Like I say, he been saying slick shit way before this, bro. And I've been seeing it. He fell off, but he just came back now. And it's always with next to give because he's a sucker too, right? From the boxing voice, Money Brown is saying it right here. Me and Ness, we've been back and forth plenty of times. He's an Errol Spence hater, and he probably throwing something on Deontay. Well, he probably sound like he's trying to take up for Wilder, but he a sucker. He a press sucker. But nonetheless, with Chris Colbert, bro, it's just the point about, you know, you come out and you say these things and you sit up there with a straight face like it's a game and it's a joke. That's my thing. What he say? What he spiking with Henny? Henny? If you put Henny in there, he just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he the type of kid that you got to smack in the back of the head because he played too motherfucking much. You know what I'm saying? But when he sit up here and he looking at this matter, they don't do, like, he watched everything, right? That's why I say I know people who watch things because they talk about it. He just too on it. Well, why he go fire the black man to keep the white man when it was the white man in the dressing room with him and doing this and doing that? Well, how about you do your research a little bit further? But when is it y'all motherfuckers' choice on who he fire and who he keep, right? In one sense, y'all want to sit up here and say, oh, he act like he for like trying to question. He always talking about this black shit, right? But he fired a black man to keep the white man. Nigga, just because people have pride and for their people, don't mean that they're against every white motherfucker. Don't mean they're against every other nationality. You can have pride for your people and still have love for another culture, dog. You want to know why? Because that person that you're keeping, he respect you and he got pride for your people. You feel me? We got main event marking this motherfucker that's in the LDBC. White is all motherfucking white paper. Be that bitch. White is all this white paper. But just because the LDBC got pride for our people and stand up, right? So we supposed to say main event mark. Nah, bro, you can't be in the LDBC. Be that bitch. Nah, you can't be over here. Y'all white. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Motherfuckers, they be just as solid as another brother on the side of you that's solid. There's some of you motherfucking Negroes out here that's some weak ass motherfuckers. That's why he keep the white man and fire the black man. But whatever he keep and whatever he fire is his fucking priority. Like, that's his prerogative. That's his, like, he own his camp. He run his camp. But you when it comes to Fury, try to defend Fury. Oh, yeah, well, Fury fired his trainer, but he won, though. He won. Like, get the fuck out of here with that weak ass shit, bro. For real, because that's some sucker shit. And then y'all be trying to go all over the place instead of just staying to the simple fact of, oh, yeah, the gloves looked fishy. Yeah, the gloves looked, to me, if you say anything about the gloves looking fishy, bro, then shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You shouldn't be getting mad at no motherfucker that's saying they feel like that man did what they say he did, bro. You shouldn't be saying none of that shit. If you come out your mouth and say the gloves look fishy, then right there you should shut the fuck up when anybody say anything about that man cheating or doing this, because that ain't the first time that the gloves look fishy. What about the time when he got caught and the ref made him change the goddamn gloves? What about that time? You know what I mean? Then when the man brought up, what about Margarito? Man, Margarito. Man, y'all boys, y'all be weak out here, man. Y'all be weak. But then come to Errol Spence, and that's why Spence got on his ass, because Spence watched everything too. oh man, I keep betting against Errol Spence and he keep, you know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck he has said, he keep basically saying keep proving me wrong. Right, motherfucker, then that should tell you something. You feel me? So when you just pick it against a motherfucker, you pick this man to lose to Chris Algieri. You pick Chris Algieri to beat Errol Spence, knowing how Errol Spence was coming up on a rise, knowing any motherfucker in their right mind, anybody in their right mind knew what Errol Spence was gonna do to Chris Algieri.
He's just an idiot, dog.
And you pick a Chris Algieri to beat Errol Spence.
Let me get to these 2 super chats real quick. Now I'm gonna let you finish cooking. Drew Titan off in the building, showing love in that super chat. Drew say, I know 130 is a division. He says, but I'll be mad as fuck if I stop growing at 11 years old. Hey, you crazy as hell, man. Hey, and then my man Beastrumentals off in the building, that super chat. Salute to you, man. We appreciate the support. Appreciate the support, man. Yes, sir. Go ahead and continue cooking.
Yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? You come up with all that goofy ass, stupid ass shit. Like, so, all right, like I say, it's cool for you to pick who you pick. Nobody is saying that, but Errol Spence is flat footed. You know, with me, I think he's flat footed. And with Pacquiao, he's gonna be bouncing. He's a what? Whatever the fuck he said. I'm listening to him like, man, he one of them goofy ass niggas, dude. You know what I mean? Can fight his ass up. Like I say, this don't it don't deter me for wanting to see him win because I want to see him fight the big fights. I want to see him get to the big fight.
I see him get knocked out.
I know Shakur go beat his ass. I know Tank go beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? And then he do got a skill set. The motherfucker can fight. I can't take that away from him. He can fight. But it's like, bro, you sit up here, you do all this goofy ass shit. Talking about you wild to this, wild to that, Spence this, and you sitting up here, right, with this, well, he ain't have it's gonna be in his head on fight night with all these motherfucking what's that shit called? The proud parade ass colors in your head and shit.
Yeah.
You want motherfuckers to take you serious. You know what I mean? So you already look like you're a little sweet. That's why my man said the boy looked like Lil Uzi Vert. He wasn't lying.
He do though.
You might as well start hitting the Tina Turner dance and sticking your tongue out with a motherfucking diamond in the middle of your forehead. But it's just when you come out and they say these type of things, bro, it just be like, come on, bro. Come on. Do you really believe that shit? Oh, I been Team Fury. I just feel like Fury is this and that, you know, and, you know, the gloves and all these excuses and all this. Like, y'all heard about all this shit, but y'all won't go and do y'all research to say, well, you know, Tyson Fury kissed mans in the mouth, right? Drew always exposed that, right? You know he kissed men in the mouth and pick up grown-ass men in drawers and shit and underwears, right? You know that the motherfucker got caught on steroids, right? You know Klitschko put him on blast. You know that the referee, the one referee said he's the dirtiest fucking fighter that he ever repped in his life. You know he had to switch gloves. You know Nicholas Asbury say this and that. Like the dude rap sheet, the former man came out and snitched on like his rap sheet is so goddamn long, but yet y'all get this man the benefit of the doubt. We got Deontay Wilder up for
answer this question, right? What don't make sense to me, right? He supposedly don't like Wilder and Wilder all type of suckers and shit, right? Well, you know everything going on with Wilder, but you don't know none of that shit going on with Tyson Fury, and he's supposed to be, you know, one of your favorite fighters and shit. So you telling me you don't know nothing that goes on with Tyson Fury, and he's supposed to be one of your favorite fighters, but you know every move that goes on with Deontay Wilder, everything that he said and what's been said about him, but you don't like him.
But you don't like him. And we talking about Wilder here, like Wilder been stand up, bro. Been stand up. We never.
The thing to me is, how do you know everything that's going on with somebody that you basically supposedly don't like, but the dude that you do like, you don't know none of this shit that he did. None of these stories.
Facts.
Come on, man.
Facts.
Don't make no sense. Make it make sense to me.
Yeah, he can't, bro. Because they just, motherfuckers just want to be different. That's all it is. They just want to try to be different. They want to try to be different. But in the same sense, bro, you are who you are. Like I say, if you get into the ring with a 130-pound fighter that's from the UK, let them put 100. Let's go get motherfucking Lee Selby or somebody they put in the ring with your ass. You know what Tyson Fury gonna be doing? He gonna be pulling for Lee Selby to beat your motherfucking ass. You feel me? He gonna be pulling for him to beat your ass. And you see that prayer like, yeah, and that's what I mean by you guys be suckers, man. You guys be suckers. Tyson Fury never gave a fuck about you. He never will. Period. So keep on going up. Yeah, I think Fury, you know, he's just a better boxer all around. I just feel like he's the better boxer all around. Like, man, you know, get your corny ass out of here. For real.
Oh shit.
If I
And
get to
you know,
talking,
and I wouldn't even have a problem if he was just like, you know, man, I got Fury. I think Fury gonna win. Whatever, man. That's your opinion, right? That's your opinion. But when you start calling the man out of his name and then saying all that other shit going, that extra stuff, right? Now it's like, okay, I see what you're really trying to do now. You know what I'm saying? 817 Boxing B, what's happening with it? He says, Gary Russell Jr., redeem yourself from Devin Haney. He says, go get Colbert. I would love to see that fight, bro. Why are we not getting fights like that with Gary Russell? You know what I'm saying? I know if they offer Gary Russell or Chris Colbert, he'll take that fight. Why? Why we ain't getting those type of fights? I would love to see fucking Gary Russell punish Chris Colbert. Man.
For real, dog.
Man, but yeah, man. So let me get through. Now, like I said, don't shy away from putting anything that y'all want to put in the comment section, because now it's about that time we finna cook. Now, money, everybody been crying, said Canelo being moved this way and he ducking this fighter and he ducking that fighter, and I came out with a video, right? I came out with a video and I spoke about it. Canelo spoke about it, right? But he has a gag order on him, so he couldn't talk too much about it. So he says a lot of those moves that he was making was because he was with Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya. That was Oscar De La Hoya's doing, right? Telling him, well, we're not going to fight Charlo. We're going to do this and we're going to fight him. Or we're not going to fight him. We're going to do this and we're going to fight him, right? He said that, right? A lot of that stuff was because Oscar De La Hoya. Now, when all of these other guys got promotional companies, right? And they don't cross over to the other side of the street, we get on here and we talk about it. We say, well, that fight didn't happen because, you know, Top Rank ain't fucking with PBC. PBC ain't fucking with Top Rank. DAZN ain't messing with such and such. And Golden Boy ain't messing. But when it came to Canelo, they never gave him that benefit, right? They never gave him the benefit of the doubt. Well, maybe behind the scenes, it's because Oscar De La Hoya ain't making the fights like that, right? Maybe behind the scenes. I mean, people really forget that Oscar De La Hoya sued PBC along with them other dudes. So when have y'all seen Golden Boy Promotions really work with PBC? And Canelo, he tried to say, like, a lot of that shit wasn't on me. And when he became a free agent, what did he say, Money? He said, now I can move and I can fight these guys. Did he not say that?
Yeah, so you do what you want to do now.
Now I can move and I can fight these guys. So if anybody wants smoke, I want y'all to put in the comment section, right? So you give everybody else, you give in all that steroid shit. I'm not finna go into all of that bullshit, right? Because we talked about all of that. We talking about, because every time what y'all like to do is when we move, y'all like to move the goalposts. So if we get to talking about the fighters he fought, right? And then he ain't fought such and such. Okay, well, he want to fight such and such now. He calling them out. Then y'all will move the goalposts and say, well, he's a steroid cheat anyway. No, get off that bullshit. Keep it 100 and let's talk about what y'all been crying about. Y'all been crying about making videos and all that shit, right? For the longest of time. Now, like I said, when it comes to everybody else, you give everybody else the benefit of the doubt, right? The promotional companies, the business of boxing, all of that. You never once, I never hear none of y'all niggas one time say, well, maybe Canelo, maybe, you know what I'm saying, Oscar was behind a lot of that shit. Maybe Oscar was behind a lot of that shit. You know? You never gave him that benefit of the doubt one time, right? Now, like I said, with everybody else y'all do, tell me what big fight has been made between Golden Boy and PBC. Because Jermall Charlo is with PBC. Now, with that Demetrius Andrade shit, I want him to fight. I always wanted him to fight Demetrius Andrade. But y'all got to keep it 100. He kept it 100 with y'all. He told y'all straight out, I ain't fighting Demetrius Andrade. Like, you dig what I'm saying? He told y'all straight out, I'm not fighting him. Fuck him. He didn't say that about nobody else. So with the Demetrius Andrade situation, I don't agree with that. I wanted him to fight Demetrius Andrade, but you can't act like he didn't come out and straight tell y'all, fuck him. I'm not fighting him. He ain't say that about Jermall Charlo. He didn't say that about David Benavidez. He didn't say that about Beterbiev. All them other dudes, he never said that about, right? So he was letting y'all know, basically, the Jermall Charlo fight, yeah, that was a good fight, but shit, I was with Golden Boy, right? Now it comes out, right? Now it comes out, back to what I said a minute ago. When he became a free agent, he told y'all what he was going to do. He was going to 168. He said he's going to try to get all the belts, right? That's what he's doing. Now, he also told y'all, look, I'm a free agent. It should be hard to make these fights. I can move how I want to now. Let's get it. Now you see him about to, right, fight Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is a PBC fighter. He fighting Caleb Plant. What the fuck is wrong with Caleb Plant? I don't hear none of y'all niggas giving him no props on fighting Caleb Plant. All of a sudden, Caleb Plant is a fucking bomb now. You dig what I'm saying? And you don't come on here talking to me about he dodged African-American black fighters, because he did. Did y'all forget? Come on, man. Tell me another fighter. Name me one fighter right now. Name all of them, right? One fighter right now that's 22, 23 years old that was fighting guys like, you got to give him, he fought Floyd Mayweather, right? He fought Lara when Lara was one of the best dudes pound for pound in all the boxing. Both of them got the same skin color as me. And he fought Austin Trout after Austin Trout beat Cotto.
Shit, you better add Shane Mosley in that bitch too. He was 22 when you fought Shane. People talking about Shane was 40. I don't care.
Right, and he fought Shane Mosley. So you niggas can't come on here and tell me that, he, you know what I'm saying, his whole career he been ducking black fighters. That's some bullshit. Y'all just all of a sudden forgot about all that? And he just fought Daniel Jacobs a few years ago. But he ducking all the black fighters. Get off of the bullshit. If you're a boxing fan, be a motherfucking boxing fan. If you don't like somebody, say, look, like I do. It's fighters I don't like. But I say, look, I don't fuck with the dude, but he can fight. I tell you about that shit about Teofimo Lopez all the time. I said, you know what? I don't really like Teofimo Lopez, but he can fight his ass off in the ring. I don't like Demetrius Andrade. Everybody know I don't like Demetrius Andrade, but he can fight his ass off in the ring. So I'm not finna get up here and just lie on the man just because I don't like him. Now all of a sudden, right?
Triple G.
Right? Just a year ago, everybody was saying that Canelo, he ain't gonna fight no Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? He talking about moving to 168, but he don't want to fight nobody like Caleb Plant. I even said the shit. And I keep it real. One thing y'all can't say about me is I don't come on here and I don't keep it 100. I said the shit. I said, yeah, he moving to 168, but he ain't gonna give Caleb Plant that smoke. And then when he tried to give Caleb Plant the fight, and Caleb Plant denied it, right? I said Caleb Plant should have denied that shit. Don't try to big dog Caleb Plant. He a champion just like you is, right? Don't try to get him to fight you on short notice. So I was like, cool with that, right? and people were still saying Caleb Plant is this and Caleb Plant that, right? All of a sudden now, when he gonna fight Caleb Plant, he going after Caleb Plant. That fight finna be made. All of a sudden, he ain't getting no credit for fighting Caleb Plant. None at all. At all. No credit money. They ain't give now all of a sudden, Caleb Plant, right? Caleb Plant all of a sudden ain't shit now. It's crickets. You don't hear nothing about him fighting Caleb Plant. All they talking about, well, Jermall, Charlo, and Demetrius and Beterbiev and Benavidez and fucking Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to give that man no type of fucking respect. That man could fucking dive down in the water and fucking fight Godzilla underwater. And y'all motherfuckers, well, he you know what I'm saying? Well, he still ain't fought Demetrius Andrade. Well, he just beat fucking Godzilla. What the fuck you want him to do? And see, it's the same thing. Y'all are doing the same thing that the Mexicans, the white fans, was doing to Floyd Mayweather Jr. The same exact shit. Y'all doing the same. It ain't no fucking difference. The same exact shit. You can feel how you want to feel. I'm going to speak my mind. It is what it is. These are facts. So now that that y'all been crying about him fighting everybody, right? He ain't fighting him. He ain't doing this, okay? Name me somebody else out there. These fighters that you call, that you talking about that he ducking, ain't none of them got no resume near his resume. So he fighting better opponents than they all fight. That's a fucking fact. Juan Ramos, who said that Canelo was Floyd? Did I say that, Money? Who said that? Who in here said that?
Everybody right man know Canelo ain't no goddamn Floyd. Nobody never.
Shit, don't put stupid shit in the chat right now, because ain't nobody said that Canelo was Floyd. I never said that Canelo was on the level of Floyd. I said, you need to comprehend what I'm saying. I said that y'all are doing the same shit to Canelo that the other fans did to Floyd Mayweather. Moving the goalpost. Let me break it down for you a little plainer. You moving the goalpost. Every time he do something, well, he ain't did that, and then he'll go do that. Well, he ain't fight him, then he'll go fight. Well, he ain't did that, okay? That's what I'm talking about. They did the same shit with Floyd Mayweather. No matter what he good, what he did, it was always, but he ain't. You feel me? So, going back to what I said, right? Ain't none of these fighters that y'all are talking about, they ain't fight no fucking body. None of them. None of these fighters that y'all talking about, they resume is some shit, right? But you talking about who he ain't fighting. But they're not fighting the opponent level he is. I know that. If you know boxing, you should know that. At the end, like I said, y'all are supposed to be boxing fans. Boxing fans. I thought we was all on here and we was boxing fans. We wasn't looking at a motherfucker because of his skin color or whatever that is. We looking at the motherfucker, his skills and what he doing in the ring. Straight up and down. So you crying about that he ducking everybody. Right? You crying about, oh, he ain't fight this and he ain't fighting that, right? So you crying about that, right? So check this out. He telling y'all, you want to see me fight Beterbiev? I want to fight him. You want to see me fight Jermall Charlo? What's popping? You want to see me fight David Benavidez? I want that too, right? All the fighters that y'all talking about, let's make it happen after I beat Caleb Plant. Now, I might be picking Caleb Plant to beat Canelo, but that's a whole different story in itself because I fuck with Caleb Plant heavy.
But that's what I'm saying, Key. How you not biased? You got Caleb Plant beating Canelo, bro.
Right. So I got Caleb Plant, but that's a whole different story. But he's telling y'all, right? If once he gets past Caleb Plant, right? He with all of them. He with the shit. He want all of them. Now I want to know what y'all gonna say. So now that comes out, y'all get to acting like trolls. Well, he's a steroid cheat. You move the goalpost once again. Name me another fighter besides Errol Spence Jr. that's fighting better opponents than he is. Name them in our way. if his name ain't Errol Spence Jr., Sean Porter, I'd put Danny Garcia in there. It's very few fighters, but the fighters at 160 to 168 and even 175 ain't none of Wilder want all the smoke.
I give Mel Charlo in this situation too. Mel Charlo.
That's why I said it's very few. Jermall Charlo, right? But at 160 through 175, ain't none of them fighting opponents like he is, whether you like him or not. And don't get me wrong, I don't like a lot of opponents that Canelo has fought. I don't like a lot of them opponents, but like I said, ain't none of them dudes fighting killer after killer after killer after killer. And let me clarify so y'all don't run off of what I'm saying. From 160 to 175, none of them dudes is fighting killer after killer after killer, right? None of them are. So if you're going to keep the energy for him, keep that same energy for everybody else, right? 817. See, you're talking about James Kirkland, Rocky Fielding, Liam Smith, Callum Smith, Yildirim, right? You put all those names in there, but you didn't put none of the top guys that he fought in there. Why do you put them names in there, but you ain't put none of the top guys that he fought in there? And you don't want to talk about who he's going to fight. See, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying, man? You go ahead and cook money.
Big facts. This how I look at it, bro. When you get to the status of Canelo, just like Floyd, right? You can say Cotto was old all you want to. Cotto was coming off a 3-fight win streak. It doesn't matter, right? Because it'd be good for somebody else to fight him, but it just ain't good because it's Canelo. Okay? When you get to that status, right? Everybody who gets to that status where Canelo at is going to have some type of privilege going on when you're pulling in all them big-ass dollars, bro. Like we say, I want to see Canelo fight fucking Jermall Charlo. I want to see Canelo fight motherfucking the boy Demetrius Andrade. But when we see him go to 168, right? When you go to a different division and you facing the best at that division, you still got to get a man credit. No matter if you like it or not, bro. If you like it or not. I want Errol Spence to get the fucking
Let me get this super chat real quick, man. I missed my man Louis G in the super chat. He says, do we not want the Charlo fight? Is Charlo still in his prime? Recent interview, Benavidez promoted potential fight Cinco de Mayo, Benavidez versus Canelo. That is not a when is Cinco? Oh yeah, in May. That's a big possibility. And Canelo will make that shit happen. I'm telling y'all, man.
But that's what I think about that.
Go ahead.
Much love for the super chat.
And much love for the super chat.
That's the thing, bro. And this is all I'm saying to people. If we know Canelo got a fight coming up with Caleb Plant, right, which is a hell of a fight against another top opponent, another champion, another top opponent. After the Caleb Plant fight, then you say what's next for Canelo. You can't come in here and just throw motherfuckers on somebody when you know they got a fight coming up, right? It's easy to say, oh well, tell him to fight this fighter. Tell him to fight Demetrius Andrade. Tell him to fight. How the fuck can I fight them? And I got a fight coming up already. I got a fight. We know all this. What do you say after the fight? Caleb Plant, I'm coming for you. And what Caleb Plant say? Yes, I want the fight. Caleb Plant not going to step aside for none of these niggas to get a fight before him. I'm not going to give up my big payday. I'm not going to give up my big shine on the big show for you Negroes because y'all ain't going to do it for me. Period. Right? So if we know you got a fight coming up, bro, there's no sense of saying, oh, we want to see Canelo fight this fighter, that fighter, and this fighter. No. What's next for this fighter, and that fighter? What we should be asking ourselves. What's next for them? And when I say Charlo and Andrade need to fight each other, oh, yeah, I want them to knock each other off. Why? Just so they can fight Canelo? Fuck no, not just because they can fight Canelo, because it's a good fucking fight. And they should have been fought. Just like Canelo should have fought them, they should have been fought as well. Those are the big fights that we want to see, bro. A big fight is a big fight. You're on mute, Key. What y'all do?
My bad, man. I keep interrupting you, man. I missed my man KG Alexander super chat, man. My bad, KG. He said, shout out to my dude, Key and Big Stepper. That's damn chips in my mouth. He says, always talking that boxing. Salute. I see 140 in here watching. Hit that like button. Yes, sir. It's 165 in the building. Hit my like button. All y'all, if y'all have not hit the like button, please hit the like button and salute. And then KG back in that super chat again, my man. Let me see.
140. I see 150. She said 150. He said, shout out to my dude, Key and Big Stepper, as always, talking that boxing. Salute. I see 150 people in here watching. Hit that like button. It's easy. It's easy, bro. It's easy.
Right.
Easy.
No, that was the second super chat. He said, and we appreciate you always coming through. Let me put him on the screen. Always coming through, showing love. My brother, Big KG Alexander, always showing love. And like I said, 165 people in the building. Hit that like button. Smash the like button. It don't cost nothing. And go sub to World Combat Sports. Go sub to my brother Scotty, World Combat Sports. If you want all the behind the scenes that's going on in the Wilder camp, Gervonta Davis, man, he back, he doing his thing. Go sub to him. Real talk. But yeah, man, appreciate you once again, KG. Go ahead, money.
But yeah, bro, it's like they can make their own lanes, bro. And then y'all gotta wait for this dude to finish the fight that he got coming up, bro. We just can't just throw cats out there just because y'all, oh yeah, he ducked this fighter, because if you say that, we can go down the line where a lot of our favorite fighters, we want to see certain fighters fight, the shit didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to get out of that situation, because we know the truth of the matter is, bro, when y'all get to talking, I get the feeling something personal that y'all got against Canelo when y'all shouldn't have shit personal against the man. You know what I mean? Now, I got something personal against Tyson Fury, and it's for a real reason. You know what I'm saying? It's for a real reason. And we all know that reason, right? That's the reason to have something personal against some goddamn body. But when y'all be having something personal against Canelo, that shit shouldn't stand, bro. Like, I be saying that shit, Canelo, like, when I look at Canelo, bro, I see a savage in Canelo, bro. I see a savage. I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all talking about. When Canelo say he talked to them motherfuckers that kidnapped his brother, he didn't call the police, nigga, it don't get no realer than that. I don't give a fuck what part of the country you from, what city you think you're from, how tough you think you is. A motherfucker pick up the phone and say, bro, your brothers has been kidnapped, bro. Call the police. Nigga, you calling the goddamn police. So miss me with that bullshit. When that nigga said I got on the phone, I talked to these motherfuckers for 3 days, and he said them fuckers, and he wasn't even talking like in no sad mode, like, and I can believe Canelo was on the phone with him like, man, what the fuck do y'all want, man? All right, name the fucking price, man. Nah, you ain't getting that. You motherfuckers too high. Nah, you ain't getting that. I'm gonna give you this. And you better not touch a hair on my motherfucking brother's head. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, when I look at different shit. Y'all looking at this, that, and the third, man. Canelo ain't afraid to fight nobody, bro. Ain't no fighter afraid to fight nobody. No fighter. I'm keep that trail right now. It's just that when you moving the chessboard, bro, and you moving, sometimes you gotta move how you move. It don't mean that you're afraid, but you know, and like I said, I want to see him fight those fighters.
It acts like he ain't have a promoter that worked, a Golden Boy promoter that wasn't working with none of them dudes. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but this is the thing. We've seen a lot of, like I say, a lot of our favorite fighters that we want to see fighting certain fighters that fight. Like, for instance, Earl and Bud, right? Let's take Earl and Bud for instance, right? We want to see Earl fight Bud, right? But what Earl say? Yeah, if he take this, or if he do this, or I'm gonna do it after I do this, right? And we understand why Earl is doing what he's doing and why he's saying what he's saying, bro. You feel me? And we cool with it. We cool with it. But when it comes to Canelo, oh, nah. He should be fighting right now. No, he need to be fighting right now. Knowing, like, these fights ain't going to be easy to get made, first of all. You feel me? On what network, the percentage of things of that nature. So it's just more than just saying we want to see them fight, bro. It's more than that. Now, do Canelo hold the big key? If he want to fight, he can get it. You fucking right. I ain't going to sit up here and be naive to that shit. Yes, Canelo, if Canelo say he want to fight, Canelo will get what the fuck he want. Period. That's just the fact of the matter. Because of the money he pulled in, because of who he is, dog. Right? He's running shit. I give him that. But at the same time, bro, you got to understand what the other promotional companies, how they feel, what they want to give him, how they want it to play out. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that go into it, bro. But it's just like when I just see kids talk about Canelo, man, it don't come from, you know, a boxing standpoint. When, like I say, you shouldn't have shit personal against Canelo Alvarez when you talk about the man. Because, nigga, Canelo been giving us good fucking fights as well. had some fucked up. Nigga, I wasn't happy with the Abner Usury fight. I went off on Canelo motherfucking ass. I'm on record going off on his ass. But y'all love me when I do that shit.
Right.
And then when I do give him his
I did
praise,
a whole live stream
yeah,
clapping his ass.
you get this nigga his praise for doing something good. Then, oh man, you this, that, you that, and this. Like, man, fuck all the bullshit, bro. If I ride for somebody, if I like a fighter, I'm gonna ride for that fighter. It ain't no secret. Y'all already know who I fuck with and who I ride for, who I'm gonna continue to ride for. You feel me? So that's just me, period. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. But I'm still gonna keep a trill at the same time if you on some bullshit. I know how to differentiate the two, bro. But at the same time, this man Canelo do deserve credit that he's not getting no credit for. Y'all just want to take everything away from the man, strip him of every goddamn thing, just because he don't do one or two things y'all want him to do. Or nah, you got to do this, you got to do that. You feel me? Nah, it don't work like that in this boxing game, bro. You got to give motherfuckers credit for what they did as well. You know what I mean? Now, like I say, Canelo was at a whole different division, 168, cleaning that motherfucker out. And y'all just, oh, Caleb Smith, he ain't shit. It doesn't matter, man. Caleb Smith was the number one cat of the division. Billy Joe Saunders was third with a world title. Now Caleb Plant is third with a world title. And a lot of y'all keep talking about, well, when David Benavidez had the belt, this, that, well, that's David Benavidez's fault to see when Canelo came to 168, will he be one of them fucking opponents or not? And Canelo still say he'll fight that man. He still say, yeah, they all good fights, but after Caleb Plant, let's see what's next. I got business to take care of. I got to get past this man Caleb Plant first. This ain't no fucking easy task.
When he fights David Benavidez, they gonna move the goalpost again. I'm telling you, they gonna move the goalpost. That ain't gonna be. He fights David Benavidez. He only fighting him because he's young, and then if that don't work, he on PEDs. It's always gonna be something.
Let me say, hold on, Keith. The woke sports fans say money out here in another world, just ignoring all the facts. What facts am I ignoring? The woke sports fan. Put them in the chat. What facts am I ignoring, bro? Put them in the chat so I can address it. So since Monty Brown ignoring all the facts, because I'm quite sure I just said some shit that's gonna kill what the fuck you saying I'm ignoring. So at the end of the day, bro, you can only fight one motherfucker at a time, and we all know what Canelo plan was. That's why I say we sit up here like we stupid and dumb and naive and shit. We know who the man going for next. We know what's going to happen next. Like I say, what Canelo wants, Canelo gets. And if the opponent that he's trying to get is agreeing, then 90% of the chance that shit is going to happen. It's going to happen. If y'all step up and say Canelo and Caleb Plant ain't a good-ass fighter, he get no credit for Caleb Plant, then I'm done talking to you motherfuckers, period.
Right,
I ain't got shit else to say to you because I see where you're coming from.
And let me read these super chats real quick, and I'm gonna give it back to you. Big Money, Texas, Toledo, my brother in the building. What's happening with it? He says Canelo did what he was supposed to do and knocked out Yildirim, while others struggle and go 12 with cherry picks. They doing Canelo like Floyd. Facts. And I ain't like I said, I went off on that Yildirim shit. But he did what he went out there and got him out there real fast like he was supposed to do. And some of these other dudes get opponents like Yildirim, but we ain't talking about that though, Money. We're not gonna talk about that. Some of these other dudes get opponents like Yildirim, but they don't make them look like they nobodies.
Yeah, I'm still ain't feeling that Yildirim shit.
No, I ain't feeling that shit at all. Why would you? But like I said, some of these other dudes is fighting opponents on that level, and they ain't doing what Canelo doing to them when they should be. But that's a whole different story in itself. Right. Louis G in that super chat once again, he says, if he fights Andrade, why is he not fighting Charlo? If he fights Charlo, how come he not fighting Andrade? Euro Tour, Charlo and Andrade are Euros. Well, I get what you're saying, man. It's like, that's the same shit I'm saying. Every time that he fights somebody, they move the goalpost. Because like I said, Money, and I want you to get back on that Caleb Plant, what you was cooking on right now, because all of a sudden now, Caleb Plant ain't shit. But a year ago, he wouldn't fight Caleb Plant. And he wouldn't give Caleb Plant a proper training camp because he was scared to fight Caleb Plant. But now, all of a sudden, he fighting Caleb Plant. You ain't hear nothing about it. Go ahead, Money.
Yeah, so what my man was at? What was his name? I see you still ain't right shit yet. The woke sports fan. I don't know where you disappeared to. But yeah, so when he going to fight Caleb Plant now, right? So we just have to see after Caleb Plant. Now Canelo is free to do what he wants, bro. He's free to do what he wants, bro. You feel me? And now nobody can say shit about that, right? Like I say, after he fight Caleb Plant, we have to wait and see what's next. After Caleb Plant, we have to wait and see what's next, bro. You can't just come out here and say, oh, well, you don't want to fight this fight. Oh, he's bluffing. He's doing this. He's doing. Guess what? You got to fight somebody. Goddamn me. You got to fight somebody. You did? And when y'all say, what my man, they said, oh, Canelo is overrated. He's fighting nothing but trash competition. Brother, if we go down, if we put him against the motherfuckers we want to see him fight, and we compare resumes, Canelo would look like a motherfucking a legendary fighter. Let's just say that. His shit will look legendary compared to what the fuck they facing. That's why I don't like doing the resume shit, because it look like I'm shitting on those fighters when I fuck with those fighters. But if we put them motherfucking resumes up to Canelo shit, man, y'all better quit playing, bro. That's why I say y'all better stop playing, because y'all arguments be and we saving y'all from stupid ass shit. Because like I say, I just did Jermall Charlo and I just did Demetrius Andrade resumes compared to Canelo resume. And if y'all want to do that right now, y'all gonna look like fool ass fools. Y'all gonna look like fool ass fools for trying to say what the man resume look like. Period. It ain't gonna need to be close. There ain't gonna be no comparison. So you have to compare Canelo to a 147 fighter in Errol Spence or 154 fighter in Jermall Charlo. So let's not play games here, bro.
517. I mean 817. 817 boxing B. He said Plant looked a little weak against Truex. Give him what he wants, full camp and all. So I don't understand how people saying that Camp looked weak, that Plant looked weak against Truex, because Caleb Plant won every round in that fight.
Hey, it doesn't matter. He's the champion at 168 pounds.
Caleb Plant won every round in that fight, right? He did say he hurt his hand. I think he said like around the fourth round he hurt his hand, but he still won every round in that fight. And Caleb Truex, he's not no A or A level fighter or nothing like that, but he's a solid fighter. Caleb Truex ain't no fucking bomb. He a solid fighter. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Plant won every round in that fight. Just like when we talk about Devin Haney, just like when we talk about Shakur Stevenson, he won every round. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get the dude up out of there, but he won every round. And I think it's hard, right, in a pandemic to get up for somebody like Caleb Truex. Trust me, when he fights Canelo Alvarez, he gonna be on his motherfucking A+ game. You better believe that. And he's been training. He already been training for Canelo, so he gonna be on this shit.
When you find a better competition, you always gonna raise the level. But this the guy, right. King 30. I said, what the fuck do Andre Ward have to do with this, bro? That's what I mean, bro. Y'all is going all the way. Y'all can't stay on topic. We talking about active fighters. Andre Ward is retired, bro. And that's what I mean about y'all. Y'all want him to fight. First, y'all want him to fight Andrade. Then y'all want him to fight Jermall Charlo. Now you motherfuckers talking about bring Andre Ward back. Bring Andre Ward back. Yeah, let's go get Andre Ward. Man, Andre Ward is retired, living a commentator's life, bro. If he decide to step back inside the boxing ring, then we'll see what's up. But right now, the man is retired. That's why I say y'all going to always, what Key just said, always going to move the goalpost. First you said, oh, he fighting trash fighters. Now I say, okay, if we get Jermall Charlo, we get Andrade resume, put him to Canelo. Oh, well, what about Andre Ward? Like, come on, man. Stay on topic, bro. We want to see him fight Charlo and Andrade first, right? And Benavidez, like y'all say, right? So why the fuck is y'all bringing up Andre Ward? You feel me? That's how you know when you're doing something great, because now you got to try to find somebody to beat the man, just like with Floyd Money Mayweather. You feel me? And I got Floyd as my GOAT. But just like with Floyd Money Mayweather, they try to find some people to beat him. And then when he beat everybody, he can't beat Sugar Ray Leonard. He can't beat Sugar Ray Robinson. Like, come on, bro. Y'all gonna always move some shit, bro. Just get credit where credit is due, man. Just get credit where credit is due. This dude Canelo is about to probably do so. If he beat Caleb Plant, he gonna be the first cat to be undisputed at 168 pounds. Ain't never been done before in boxing history. Even the great Andre Ward wasn't undisputed at 168 pounds. But y'all not gonna get a man credit for their accolades. What y'all gonna say? Well, he didn't face David Benavidez. He fought Callum Smith. He fought Billy Joe Saunders, and he fought Caleb Plant. He waited David Benavidez. Nobody told David Benavidez ass to lose the fucking title on the scale, dog. That's his fault. And I fuck with David Benavidez. Gave me a shutout and everything. But that is his fault to sit around and see if Canelo going to give him the opportunity. Just like Caleb Plant said. Well, guess what? He would have had the opportunity to fight me if his ass never lost his title on the scale. But now he has to wait his turn because I'm going to go fight Canelo Alvarez. Period, bro. So it doesn't matter what's going to happen, bro. It ain't going to never be good enough for y'all. Just like the Floyd Mayweather syndrome. It's never going to be good enough until Canelo leave the sport, retire, and probably dead in the ground. And y'all say, oh, yeah, we're going to get Canelo his credit. That's how shit go, man.
Wait, hold on, bro. 817 Boxing B said this 168 undisputed is worse than Bud's undisputed at 140. Hey, nigga, how? How? What you mean? How? That don't even make no sense. Come on, bro. Don't do that. How is right? How is fighting Callum Smith, which was undefeated in? It's funny because just a year and a half ago, motherfuckers was talking about Callum Smith. When Money, tell me I'm lying. When he went and fought, when he moved up to 160, when Canelo moved up to 168 and he fought that dude, Rocky Fielding, everybody was talking about why he ain't fighting Callum Smith. Yeah, he moved up and fought Rocky Fielding, but he ain't gonna fight no Callum Smith. Was they not saying that shit?
Facts.
They were saying that shit. Then he go to Callum Smith, right? And Callum Smith wasn't like to me, he was cool, but he was undefeated. He was walking through everybody else, beating the shit out of everybody else. He go and knock out Callum Smith. Then he wasn't shit. Now, to me personally, I think that Callum Smith he's not an A-class fighter. I think that Callum Smith was probably like a B- level fighter. You know what I'm saying? C+ fighter. He wasn't all that to me. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm not finna sit up here and act like Callum Smith was just everything. But at 168, Callum Smith was the real champion, and he was running through pretty much everybody he fought at 168.
Callum Smith is a B-level fighter, man. Ain't no anybody gonna beat him. It's just Canelo right. Like that.
And Canelo went in there and made him look like he wasn't shit, right? So he beat Callum Smith. Now, Billy Joe Sanders was another champion, undefeated, just like Callum Smith was, undefeated. Now, before, it's funny because y'all were saying that Triple G was ducking Billy Joe. Before, it was certain fighters that was ducking Billy Joe. Then Canelo go fight him, and he ain't shit. He don't get no credit for beating the shit out of Billy Joe, right? Stopping him. Right? So you got Callum Smith was undefeated, that was running through everybody at 168. You got Billy Joe that has a resume that was undefeated. Now you got Caleb Plant. We ain't talking about that that Yildirim shit. That was just some bullshit. Now you got Caleb Plant, and you telling me that Bud Crawford's undisputed was more impressive than that? Have you lost your goddamn mind? Bud Crawford fought. Who did Bud Crawford? He fought goddamn Ndongo, right? Ndongo had 2 belts, and Bud Crawford had 2 belts, right? He fought Ndongo, and who else he fought at 140 to get a belt? He fought Ndongo.
He could beat Thomas Delorme for a vacant title.
He fought Ndongo, Thomas Delorme for a vacant title, and then for one of the titles, he fought the white dude, right?
Victor
Postal. So he fought Victor Postal, Thomas Delorme, and Ndongo. You gonna tell me that's better than the opponents that fucking that Canelo fighting? Especially if he go out there and beat Caleb Plant, which I'm picking Caleb Plant to beat Canelo, but that's a whole different story. Come on, man, miss me with that shit. Come on, keep it real. But yeah, go ahead, Money.
Yeah, that's they gonna try to do that. Like I say, you moving the goalposts, bro. Moving the goalposts. Now, what I said was he's about to do something that never been done at 168 pounds. Become undisputed. Do he or do he not get credit for it? See what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Y'all sit up here, y'all make this, that, and that. Because if let's just say Charlo was at 168 and Charlo beat motherfucking Billy Joe, Callum Smith, and Caleb Plant and became undisputed, we know Charlo be getting all the credit in the world. And I'm damn sure giving Charlo all the credit in the world. But y'all not keeping the same energy, bro. Y'all not keeping the same energy. You feel me? And like I say, after Caleb Plant, then we can see what's next for Canelo Alvarez. But right now, we know what's next for Canelo. We know what's next for Caleb Plant. What's next for Jermall Charlo, who just beat motherfucking Mattiel. And what's next for Demetrius Andrade, who just beat Liam Smith. You feel me? What's next for them?
Right. Because I don't hear now one of them calling out none of the big dogs, except for Demetrius Andrade want all the smoke. But other than that,
because last time I checked, Caleb Plant is 10 times better than motherfucking Calvin Smith. Liam Williams and motherfucking Mattiel. You feel me?
Straight up.
So I want to know what's next for them now.
Oh, I mean, this shit crazy to me. But like I said, even though I don't like Demetrius Andrade, he a goofy.
Hey, it's me again, guys. It's your boy again, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, guys.
I don't like him. But I respect him because he want all the smoke. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't get on Demetrius Andrade for one to fight Canelo Alvarez, but you know why I don't? Because he not just chasing Canelo. He calling out Jermall Charlo too. He telling Jermall Charlo, what's up? What's popping? Let's make the fight happen.
Trying to get Triple G as well.
He trying to get Triple G as well. So he's not just focused. He telling all of them. And right, see, we keep talking about Jermall Charlo, right? And we don't want to, and I'm going to get on this motherfucking helmet. Because Jermall Charlo, now that Canelo is a free agent, now that Canelo can move like he want to move, Jermall Charlo talking about some, well, if he wants to fight me, he got to come to 160. Nigga, I thought you wanted to fight him. That's what everybody on here crying about. Everybody on here fucking crying and making all type of shit up, right? Been crying for the longest time. But Jermall Charlo, he's scared of Jermall Charlo, and Jermall Charlo do this, and Jermall Charlo that, and Jermall. Well, he say, okay, bet. Shit, we can make the Jermall Charlo fight happen after I handle my business. We can get that. That's a shit. Actually, I love that fight. I like that fight. That's a great fight. We can make that happen. Now Jermall Charlo, well, you know, if he want to fight me, he got to move to 160. Nigga, I thought you wanted to fight him. So all y'all on here crying and shit, talking about Jermall Charlo, this and that. And Jermall Charlo is telling y'all, well, if he wants to fight me, this whole time we thought you wanted to fight him. But now when it's getting real close, if he want to fight me, he got to move to 160. Nigga, who is you to tell him that he got to come down that way? You haven't done nothing to be able to tell him shit.
No one ain't come to no damn 160 for you. Man, say come to 160.
He finna be like, you know what? Yeah, Jermall Charlo is that nigga. He is the A side. You know what? I am gonna concede and I'm gonna move down to 160 so I can fight Jermall Charlo because I want Jermall Charlo. What kind of shit is that? If he wants to fight me, he know where I'm at. Nigga, you supposed to be calling him out and telling him you coming to see him where he at. As big and then,
well, Jermall Charlo, he ain't a 160-pound fighter.
Jermall Charlo, 6'1", can walk around easily at 215 and be in shape. You see how big Jermall Charlo is? So you can't give me that shit.
Well, Jermall Charlo, he ain't a 168-pound fighter. He ain't that big.
Jermall Charlo, big as hell. And he could probably be stronger at 168 than he is at 160. But he don't want to smoke. Let's keep it 100. Demetrius Andrade want to smoke.
You don't hear him talking about some. Well, if if Canelo Alvarez want to, it's me, guys. If Canelo, if he want to fight, if he want to fight me, he got to come to 160. You don't hear Demetrius Andrade saying that shit. You hear Demetrius Andrade saying, "Look, I'm at your press conference. Quit ducking me. I want to fight you. I'll go to 168. I don't have no problem with going to 168 to fight you." That's how Jermall Charlo should be moving. But y'all niggas is on here talking about Jermall Charlo this and Jermall Charlo that, crying and sticking up for Jermall Charlo, and he ain't out here keeping that same energy. Come on, talk to me now. How is that man gonna tell him if he want to fight me? Damn, you had us fooled, Jermall. The whole time we thought that you was we thought you was the fucking lion, right? Lions only, ain't it? You the lion. Come on, man. Quit playing with me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't want to talk about that though, right? Y'all can type a million fucking words in the chat, but you ain't never one of y'all said nothing about that shit though, right? Come on, man. But that's why I said I gotta respect Demetrius Andrade. And yeah, I want to see Canelo fight Demetrius Andrade. Why not? They was at 154 at the same time, at 160 at the same time, and now this nigga telling you that he'll move up to 168. Why not? But I understand if he go and fight them other killers, right? I understand if he like, nah, I'm fighting Plant. If Jermall Charlo wanted, he got a bigger name than you. I'm fighting him. I'm fighting David Benavidez. That's a fucking huge fight. But but like I said, at the end of the day, you can't say that he ducking those guys because he said he'll fight all of them. But one thing he did not say, and he told y'all, he said, I'm not fighting Demetrius Andrade ever. He said it, money. He told everybody straight out. He said, that's the one fighter I'm not fighting. Fuck him. I'm not fighting him. And I think that Demetrius Andrade just rubs him the wrong way. Just the same way that Keith Thurman rubs Errol Spence the wrong way. He ain't scared of Demetrius Andrade. It ain't no way that nobody can make me believe that he's afraid of Demetrius Andrade when he's fighting killers that's way more dangerous than Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade just had a fucking tough ass fight with what was the dude name?
Liam Smith.
With Liam Smith. Come on, bro. He just had a tough ass fight with Liam Smith. And you telling me that Canelo scared of Demetrius Andrade? Y'all use this scared word too freely. Why would he get in the ring with Triple G, but he's scared of Demetrius Andrade? Y'all using this scared word out of context. Come on, bro. But yeah, I do respect Demetrius Andrade because he want all of the smoke. You feel me?
That nigga actually pulling up.
Yeah, he pulling up. He want all the smoke, but people not respecting him because I don't know, bro. I don't know, and I can't really say it's because he ain't got no fucking name because he don't really have a name like that. But Gildrum didn't have no fucking name. Rocky Fielding didn't have no name, but one thing that they did have is some bullshit ass belts. So, I mean, if Canelo, right? Let's say this: if Canelo go and fight somebody that don't have a belt, that don't have a name, then it's kind of like okay. Then I'm gonna say, bro, you ducking Demetrius Andrade because you just fought this motherfucker. He ain't had no belt or no name, and you fought him. Really, we can't say that because we haven't seen that yet. You know what I'm saying? They let him fight for that. For that, they basically gave him a belt for fighting Yildirim, right? So a belt was on the line. Rocky Fielding, he had a fucking regular title. He basically did the same thing that Tank just did. Went up in weight and fought for a regular title so he could be called whatever division, you know what I'm saying, however many division champ at that point in time, right?
Third
division at that time. So he just did the same shit that Tank did, right? Fought the, you know what I'm saying, the least, it took the easiest road to get a belt. That's just basically what he did. You know what I'm saying? Same shit that Tank did. And then all these other dudes, It's titles on the line, right? So I mean, Jaguar Paul says you keeping it a buck. I appreciate that, man. In the super chat, man. Appreciate you. And like I said, y'all hit my like button and sub to the channel if you're not already subbed, and then sub to Money Brown TV. Because if you ain't sub to Money Brown TV, I don't know what you doing. Straight up and down. Hit my like button, sub to my channel if you're not subbed, and then sub to my brother Money Brown TV. But yeah, man, all I know how to do is keep it real. Like I said, I'm a boxing fan. I don't fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no bias when it comes to this shit. I'm a boxing fan. That's what I do. I come on here and report boxing and talk about what's going on and keep it real. If you agree with me, you agree with me. If you don't, you don't. But at the end of the day, I'm going to keep it 100. Let me see. You want to read some of them comments, Money?
Yeah, I'll read some. Let me see. What did man say? The path of least resistance. Call it what you want to call it. If Thurman had a belt, Spence will fight him. That's big facts. Thurman ain't got a belt. He fucked up. How you want to be undisputed but lead the weight class to still Benavidez? You can call it what you want. That's that super chat, key. Rich Mendez.
Oh, yeah. Rich Mendez off in the super chat, man. Appreciate you coming through, showing love. Appreciate it. He said, you are 100% correct in everything you said. But if you remember, I said a while ago that Alvarez will fight Beterbiev, and I think he would win. He says, Coach from New Orleans said, I didn't know anything about boxing. Oh, you talking about Coach? My man, Coach, he said he didn't know anything about boxing. Yeah, he said, I do. Yeah, I remember that. I remember you did say that, Rich Mendez. And at that point in time, I really myself didn't think that he'll fight Beterbiev, not because I didn't think that he could beat Beterbiev, is because, you know, I didn't see Canelo going back up to 175. But if he do that shit, bro, you can't knock him. He going for greatness. Ain't nobody else in the sport moving like that. Real talk. And I want you to get through the comments, and then I want to cook on the Errol Spence. Let's talk about him and Errol Spence. And appreciate you once again, Rich Mendez, showing love.
I came by say collected 3 out of 4 belts in less than a year. I'm going to Champ Side. Tell Champ Side Money Brown and Keon said, what's up? How do your business? Salute to everything and Money. Shout out to Bridge Johnson, which one now? He shook to death of Boogeyman Boo Boo Andrade. I doubt that. Wilder told y'all already boxing is racist. The WBC is working in Canelo's favor with the franchise belt. Until he fight these elite cats, he deserved his smoke. Stop ignoring the facts. He said, stop ignoring the facts. He could have had undisputed at 160, ran, had Charlo at 160, ran, then won Benavidez till he lost his belt. You can say what you want to say to woke sports fans, but the cats you just named, who they fighting? You see, that's what we get to. When y'all come here, y'all try to put the pressure on Canelo, right? And all y'all can say is he ran from this cat, he ran from that cat. So who are they fighting, bro? And I hate to do this, but who are they fighting? Who is Charlo and who is Andrade fighting? You see what I'm saying? Who are they fighting for you to get him so much respect and not get Canelo respect? The woke boxing fan. Of course, they go out to Beterbiev now. He's inactive and pushing 37 years old. It was a matter of time. That's not true, Leon Robinson. You want to know why? Because Canelo gave him an offer. Canelo offered to fight Beterbiev, in case y'all didn't know that. In case y'all didn't know that. In case y'all didn't know that. He sent Beterbiev and them an offer to fight. How you respect the Duck so much? Just like you respect everybody else. Period, at the end of the day. So, at the end of the day, bro, that's what it comes down to. Canelo Alvarez is doing some good shit in boxing, right? He's doing some good shit in boxing. Whether y'all want to admit it whether y'all want to acknowledge it and get a man his credit or not. Like I say, maybe when the man dropped dead or maybe when he retired, y'all give him his credit. But the same party that y'all try to say he ducked this, that, and all that shit, right? When you go down their resume, we ask y'all who they fight. Y'all can't say shit. All y'all gonna say is, well, they can't fight nobody because the Canelo don't want to fight them. That's bullshit. Pure bullshit. Because you can make your own fucking lane in boxing, like I said, I'm continue to say. They got each other right there to face each other, but they ain't facing each other. You dig what I'm saying? So when y'all want to try to shit on Canelo, this, that, he's still facing world champions in his division. In the division he's in, he's facing world champions. Now, in the division they're in, are they facing world champions? Are they? Only motherfucker doing it is Jermall Charlo and Errol Spence. Deontay Wilder. You see what I'm saying? Y'all just sit up here, y'all put all the blame on one man. Or if this one man don't fight them, then they can get away and do what they want to do. They can go do this. They can go do that. Right? But at the same time, ain't y'all the same motherfucker that say y'all want to see Bud face Sean Porter? Y'all want to see Bud face motherfucking Danny Garcia? Things of that nature. So how come y'all don't want to see Andrade face Jermall Charlo? Why? Because Canelo ain't fight them? Come on, man. Y'all use that shit as an excuse to if y'all want to say ducking, is Jermall Charlo ducking Demetrius Andrade? 817? 817, answer the question. Is Jermall Charlo ducking Demetrius Andrade? Huh? You say how we respect the duck so much. You respect Jermall Charlo, right? Is Jermall Charlo ducking Demetrius Andrade? And I got on Canelo ass for not facing Charlo and not facing Andrade at 160. But the thing is, he's not at 160 anymore. Why y'all can't get that through y'all head, bro? He's not at 160 anymore. So guess what? He 160 don't concern him right now. His concerns are at 168 pounds, facing the champion at 168. So now that we got motherfuckers at 160, right? Because look, Canelo was at 154 too. Am I right or am I wrong, Key?
Right.
He was at 154, right? So are we still sitting up here talking about, oh, well, he could have faced Jermall Charlo? Or Jermall Charlo doing this, but what Jermall Charlo doing? He's one of facing the motherfucking champions at the division. He's facing the champions at the division. See what I'm saying? So it's like y'all trying to pick and choose a narrative that y'all want to push and stick to that shit, but y'all not keeping the same energy for the other motherfuckers, bro. And that shit ain't gonna fly with me. I don't give a fuck who you is or what your name is. It ain't gonna fly. Period. It ain't gonna fly. Because at the end of the day, a great fight is a great fucking fight. The best of the best is the best of the best. You understand me? No matter what order it come in. The best of the best is the best of the motherfucking best, bro. So at the end of the day, y'all can keep going on with your Canelo rants, keep using Canelo to justify why this fighter get to fight that fighter and this fighter get to fight that fighter and not face each other and make their own history. Y'all just missing out on greatness, bro. You feel me? Y'all just gonna miss out on it. Because I know Jermall Charlo versus Demetrius Andrade is a great motherfucking fight at the end of the day. And it might be so great we can get it twice. And if they fight each other, the motherfucker might be so good, it'll take y'all man off of fucking Canelo Alvarez. Man, did y'all see Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade? That shit was fire. Let's see it again. You feel me? But y'all so stuck on Canelo, or Canelo's the only one that can get him a great fight. Oh, Canelo's the only person that can prove they're great. If they don't fight Canelo, they're nothing. That's y'all with that fucked up ass narrative, bro. I understand what boxing is and how business work and how it moves. If they fight Canelo, then after Canelo, then what they do? You're still going to need somebody to fight, right? You're still going to be in the same weight class going to fight everybody else, right? So what matter what order it go in, bro? Y'all got to get off the bullshit, man, and get back to the boxing shit. Y'all want to see the best of the best. Start pushing these motherfuckers to face each other, not just the superstar of the game. We only got a handful of superstars in boxing, right? Well, we can say they can go to the pay-per-view and sell this, that, and the third. Other than that, you got a whole lot of other motherfuckers on the same level that can be great if they face each other to set themselves apart. And then if we come out here and tell them to face each other to set themselves apart, oh, no, they knocking each other off. Why you want them to knock each other off? Why, just because he lost, he ain't good no more? Y'all the ones stuck on that old shit, not me, bro. Not me. I'm continuing to push for the best of the best in this fucking fight game, no matter what division it is in, and no matter who the fuck it is, bro. Whether it's a black fighter versus a black fighter, a Mexican versus a Mexican, a fucking or Argentina versus a fucking Latino, whoever it is at the division, bro. I'm gonna push for the best of the best. Period, bro. And y'all got to get back to that shit, man, and get y'all head out the motherfucking of just one the superstar of the game. Let him fight the superstar. Nah, bro, it don't work like that, dog. Because Canelo had to make his name off fighting some goddamn body, so they can make their name off fighting some goddamn body as well, bro.
All right, and salute to my man Rich Mendez in the super chat again. He says, "At least you and Money are down the middle. Those other guys are haters. They just can't give Canelo his due. You know who they are." And a lot of people like that, man. Like I said, it's the same shit that was going down with Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? You get a deep hatred for a fighter, and they just can't look past that shit for whatever reason that you don't like him and that you don't that you hate him, right? They can't look past that and say, okay, let me focus on what this man is doing in the ring, right? They can't do that. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know why it's so hard to do that, but like I said, my mind don't run that way. I'm a boxing fan, always been. All that other bullshit you can miss me with. But appreciate you, Rich Mendez, off in that super chat. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, let's talk about him and Errol Spence. Let's talk about him and Errol Spence, man. Errol Spence, because he put Errol Spence name out there too. He said, yeah, you know, now we've talked about that fight, right? We've talked about that. In Canelo, that's a fight that Canelo has on his radar too. The only thing is Canelo is like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? If I'm doing all this, if I can move back down to 160, right? I don't know if I can have my body move back down to 160. And then Errol Spence, he made it loud and clear. He says, 160, I can't go past 160. And Errol Spence was cool about the shit. He was like, you know, and I don't know if Canelo can, you know what I'm saying, come back down to 160. But if they can make something happen, that right there is the big. I'm going to tell y'all the two biggest fights in boxing, right? I'm going to tell y'all the two biggest fights in boxing. The two big, in no particular order, right? Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. If you know what I'm saying, once they both win and shit, that fight, Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, and Canelo Alvarez and Errol Spence Jr. Canelo Alvarez and Errol Spence, that shit is so big in Texas, in Dallas Cowboys Stadium, they'll have to fucking build more onto that to fit all the fans.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? In Dallas Cowboys Stadium, what it sit like 100,000 plus. I know
100,000 plus, yeah.
I know it fits 100,000 plus. Every seat in that arena will be sat in. That shit will be sold out. Sold out to the rooftop. It'll be sold out.
Even the standing areas will be sold out in that moment.
Right. That shit will be sold out to the rooftop. Like I said, they'll have to open the dome and let people fucking watch from the rooftop. You dig what I'm saying? 817 Boxing said 108,000. Well, they'll have to add on to that 108,000 because that fight is huge. And Canelo realizes that, and Errol Spence realizes that. They see each other, but they both have respect for each other. When you ask Errol Spence, this ain't nothing he just started saying. Errol Spence been telling you, like, man, Canelo a badass fighter. He a bad boy. I love watching Canelo. That's why he says he wants to fight him. But Canelo, but Errol Spence, believing in himself, he believed that he can beat Canelo. He don't want to just go in there and fight him just to fight him. He want to go in there and show everybody that he can beat him.
You ain't gonna find one fight in the game that said Canelo in the bad motherfucking inside that square circle, man.
Right. Louis G said $125 pay-per-view, man. I'll pay for the shit. And we ain't even talking about the pay-per-view numbers. That's gonna do over 1 million plus. Canelo and Errol Spence will do over 1 million plus. I guarantee that shit.
That's a fact.
But that is a huge fight, and they both realized that. Why do you think that Canelo and his people put Errol Spence on that list of names? They had to put Errol Spence, a 147-pound fighter, on that list of names, right? But they did because they see and they respect Errol Spence, and they hear that Errol Spence saying like, "Hey, I'll go up to 160, but I can't go past 160." But Errol Spence, he's smart because he realized that Canelo ain't nothing to play with. So I'm not finna go to no fucking 165 and fight this man or something like that. He ain't nothing to play with. So, my max, if I'm fighting somebody like Canelo, is 160. But I ain't finna overdo it. You know what I'm saying? And then Canelo, he never ruled out, right, money. He never just said, well, I can't get back down. He says, I don't know. He says, I don't know. It'll be hard for me to go back down. But he's not ruling it out.
Said maybe we might have to do a catch weight at 164 or something.
Yeah. And they'll, like I said, when that fight, right, comes up, when the time comes up, Errol Spence will be at 154 already. He gonna be and got his feet wet at 154. You know what I'm saying? Making noise there. Canelo gonna be doing what he doing at 168 still, because I don't see Canelo campaigning at 175. He might go up and fight Beterbiev to shut everybody up and then go right back down to 168, right? But when the time comes, it's gonna be so much money on the table. They'll make it happen. It's gonna be so much money on the table. They will make that fight happen, man. And like I said, that fight is huge. And by that time, that fight, if they both still undefeated by that time, come on. What fight in boxing bigger than that? Like I said, other than Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, possibly.
And I don't even think it'll be bigger than Errol Spence versus Canelo.
Well, I'm not putting them in no particular order. I'm just saying, to me, those are the two biggest fights in boxing, period. Ain't no bigger fights than those fights. That's my opinion. Yeah. You see any fights bigger than those fights?
No. Those are two fights that I always say big. Like Anthony Joshua and Wilder, when they were undefeated, just to me, that was the biggest fight in boxing. That was it still is one of the biggest fights. But I'm just saying in general, like even with Earl and Canelo, I feel like because they brought them two countries together, like for real. And it's so fucked up with this weak ass American ass country don't even stand behind Wilder. But at the same time, they were bringing two countries together at the heavyweights. You know what I mean? We know how big the heavyweights is because they did bring the heavyweight division back. A lot of people don't get Anthony Joshua his credit for helping bring the heavyweight division back, but you got to get Anthony Joshua his credit because that motherfucker was putting 80,000 asses in the seats, regardless if you like the man or not. He helped bring back the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? And with Errol Spence and Canelo, bro, that's just my fight. That's been my fight since 2017, 2016. I've been talking about that for a while now. Ever since Oscar De La Hoya was trying to sign Errol Spence and give him Miguel Cotto because he knew he was going to try to build that fight at 154, but he knew himself that was the mega fight in boxing because he knew where Errol Spence was. He understands what Errol Spence is. You feel me? Only thing Errol Spence got to do is move up to 160 the right way. Move up the right way. Go to 154, become unified champion. Go to get two scraps. I want to get two scraps at 154. If you become undisputed at 47, go snatch two scraps at 154. Then go to middleweight and become a world champion. Fight up there two or three times. That way the weight is on the right way. And this can happen within 2 to 3 years.
They not still, the way they fight, money. That's go. If they only, that's a lot. Man. That's a lot. Moving up all in weight class. Like I think that it would have to happen to where I agree with you when you see that when you say that Errol, maybe get, what I'm saying, two scraps. I'll say get a couple fights in at 154. Errol status, they're gonna be for scraps. And then he'll have to move up to 160.
Errol can go to 54 and fight for a title right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Get a couple fights at 154, and then I think right after just go.
Yeah, go to 160. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say get a title, then go fight somebody for another title, right? Become unified at 154, then go to 160 and get you a scrap, right? Get another fight in just for the weight, right? Well, get one fight in for the weight, then go fight for a world title. And then see what's up with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? See what's up with Canelo. Because by that time, both of them, Canelo 30, right? Errol 31. So it's like they'll be right behind each other. But I feel like if he move up the right way to 160, then I feel like he could do a catch weight with Canelo, 163, 164, depending on where Canelo went at the time. You know what I'm saying? But to me, this just to me, I still feel like that fight is gonna happen, bro. It's just it makes too much business sense for it not to happen. Even if Earl jumped from 154 straight to, you know what I'm saying, to Canelo Alvarez, I still feel like that fight is just it just has to happen, bro. It's too big of a fight, and I feel like that's Errol Spence's big fight. Just like for Turnbull Crawford, I feel like Turnbull Crawford's big fight is Errol Spence. For Errol Spence, I feel like his big fight is Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez had his big fight with Floyd Money Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. So if Earl can move up the right way, bro, and get that fight, that shit is gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be fucking fireworks, bro. That's gonna be one for the ages, and that shit is gonna be good. That shit is gonna be good. But I do want Earl to get the Canelo fight, and I'm gonna say it like this: for all y'all keep talking about he will try to fight Errol Spence, fight another little fighter, this and that. Nah, that's a business move, and Errol Spence understand business. Canelo understand business. Errol Spence, like you said, my kids can't eat no fucking belts. And you understand how much money he gonna make off a Canelo fight, win, lose, or draw. And I'm not saying
it's $100 million fight.
Hey, I'm not saying he going to that fight to lose. Errol Spence always thought he could beat Canelo. And he still think he could beat Canelo. I think Errol Spence beat Canelo. That's me. You feel me? But you know, it make business. It make business sense. And you're not gonna just overlook that shit, understanding how hard this boxing game is. Like, fuck that. Right? Even if I do lose that fight, I know what's coming behind it. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. I'm gonna be compensated very, very, very handsomely, right? And I can look myself in the mirror and say I made the right move. You feel me? That's what you do. You put yourself in position to fight the best in the motherfucking in the game, get to the highest pinnacle of the sport, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's what y'all don't know about Floyd Money Mayweather. Floyd went into them fights like, I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You feel me? So at the end of the day, if you work your ass out to get there, you get it. And that's why Errol Spence's name is buzzing over all them boys. Why? Because he's going out there doing what the fuck he got to do, taking chances inside the division, fighting the champions, or fighting the contenders, and making his name known. Right. Man, going his fourth pay-per-view in a row, bro.
And y'all hit my like button. Y'all smash the like button if you haven't smashed the like button. And we gonna come. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm sure gonna come on here, man. We gonna have a hell of a show tomorrow. You know.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
And we gonna have tomorrow, man. We gonna have Team Spitz in the building. We're gonna have my man Jay Ism, Errol Spence homeboy. If y'all don't know, that's his, you know, like his brother. You feel me? He was on Fred's show before, right? Jason, and he coming on Money Brown TV tomorrow. So hopefully my brother Keith can join at 8:00 if he ain't, you know, handling his business for his birthday. I understand. But yeah, we're gonna have Team Spitz in the building, man. Y'all see him on All Access. Y'all see him right there next to Earl, the homeboy that's selling the shirts and the hats and shit like that, doing something productive,
right?
Instead of just being a damn gory dog. You feel me? So it's going down, man. It's going down.
It's going down, man. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. So it's a lot to look forward to now that's going on in boxing, and you know, in the upcoming years, man. We just gotta hope that these dudes start fighting each other, dog. And we can't put it all on Canelo. You know what I'm saying? We can't put it all on Canelo.
Right, and we're not giving no Canelo no pass because we be on his ass for fighting Andrade and fucking Charlo.
Right.
But the game don't stop at Andrade and Charlo. Just like for Charlo and Andrade, the game don't stop at Canelo for them, bro. Y'all gotta make y'all fucking legacy out here, man. Y'all have to. Otherwise, y'all gonna be sitting talking about, oh man, I could have did this, I could have did that. Period, bro.
And at the end of the day, I'm going with Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Caleb Plant heavy. I'm rooting for Caleb Plant. I hope Caleb Plant go and pull it out. But
I'm going with Canelo.
Yeah, but I still fuck with Canelo, you know, because he's a hell of a fighter. And shit, he a trill cat outside of the ring.
Man, whenever your motherfucking brothers get kidnapped and you don't call the police, that's it. That did it. I don't care what nobody say.
Right. Louis G says, finally, we all agree Canelo versus Spence. Money. Real talk. That shit fire. And like I said, both of them know business also. Both of them are businessmen also, right? They know the business of boxing, and they know that fight is too big of a fight to not let happen, to not make happen. You feel me, Money? And Money been preaching this, and it's crazy because way back in 2017, I said that fight would happen. And me and Money both been saying that's a fight that's gonna happen. Now I kind of backed off a little bit when Canelo moved up to 168 and said that he wasn't gonna come back down, because I'm like, yeah, if he had 168 for a couple years, it's gonna be hard for me to see him move back down to 160. But at the end of the day, like Money keep telling y'all, man, Money, hey, Money talking bullshit walk. Real talk. At the end of the day, Money talking bullshit walk. And a motherfucker would eat their way up to a weight class, and another motherfucker would shrink himself down to a weight class to get that bag. That is shit, man. That's more than career defining money. That's money that can have you set, your children's children can be set off the money they get.
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth. That is generational wealth.
Yeah,
right.
Damn fool not to make that fight.
Right. So and once again, everybody in the building, hit my like button. Hit my like button, right? We come in here and we do this for y'all, right? That's all we ask. Hit the like button. And I appreciate everybody for coming through. Man, Money, before we get up out of here, you got any last words?
Man, much love to everybody that come through and always showing love to us, man. We appreciate it. Like I say, we won't be doing this if y'all weren't in the building, bro. So y'all do hold a special part in this, whether you agree, whether you disagree or not. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna agree to disagree, but at the same time, we all love the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? It get us all passionate over this, that, and third. We all want to see what we want to see, especially as fans. You know what I'm saying? As a fan, you're always gonna have certain fights that you want to see. And none of this shit is personal, bro. None of it's personal. When this shit is done and over, that's where it stays at, right here on the internet. I don't take this shit into my personal life. See one of you cats in the streets. Oh man, fuck you. You said no, it ain't none of that. You know what I mean? But some people take it as that. So that's on y'all. But it's still all love, man. Appreciate everybody come through, show love on the super chats. That's some real deal shit. And y'all go over and subscribe to me on Money Brown TV and follow me on Instagram at Money_the-writer. We stream the fights every week. You know what I mean? I don't think I missed a week yet, besides my birthday when Terrence Crawford fought motherfucking Mean Machine. You feel me? So y'all show love, man, and we go rock out like that. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family. And make sure y'all go over to subscribe to World Combat Sports, man. World Combat Sports. And go subscribe to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Those dudes doing some good ass work, man. Y'all won't be disappointed, fam. Much love. Y'all know how I get down. Big dog status, family.
Yes, sir. And like I said, once again, I appreciate every one of y'all that came through, show love in the super chat, everybody that came through in the comment section. Like Money said, we don't fucking get off of here and be like, man, fuck such and such. Like, everybody gonna have their own opinion. That's what we get on here for, and that's what we dialogue with y'all for, because we want to hear what everybody got to say, even if we don't agree with it, even if a lot of it I think might be some bullshit, and y'all might think what I'm saying is some bullshit, but we all family at the end of the day. And like I said, we'll be back on here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? For my birthday, I'm going to come on here and do a show with y'all. And I appreciate all of y'all. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.